Hey friends, welcome. I'm Keisha. This video is going to be 3 recipes cooked in the Instapot. Now, I've had this Instapot for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years. I think I've used it between 1 and 3 times. I don't even know. But I'm in the middle of decluttering my house, and one of the things I would like to downsize is the amount of just small appliances that I have. So I'm going to spend 3 days cooking 3 dinners in this Instapot to see if I truly like it and if I'll truly use it in the future. If I don't think I'm going to like it, or if I don't think I'm going to use it anymore after this, it's got to go. So I just pulled it out from its storage area, and as you can see, it is really just very, very dusty. First things first, I gotta wash it on the outside and probably on the inside, I'm sure. But tonight we are having pot roast. Alright friends, I just opened this up and I want to show you. Okay, so it's so gross. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to start with the lid and wash it. So I opened it up and this was inside. I don't even know why there's liquid in there. That's so freaking disgusting. I'm like, I don't even, this thing's been sitting under my sink for, I don't know, like a year. So why is there water inside of this thing? I just did a whole nice little talk and the camera wasn't even recording. So I just put the meat into the pot, and I don't know really what I'm doing, but the video I watched, the lady said for a 3 to 4 pound pot roast, you know, do 60 to 90 minutes. I'm going to go about 75 and we're going to see how it comes out. So and I'm just going to kind of plop everything in here, but I'm going to start with the seasonings. But I'm just going to sprinkle all this stuff all over. This is the salt, pepper, and thyme. That was the brown gravy at first. Beefy onion soup mix. They're like little, I don't know if you've ever used these bouillon cubes, but they're just kind of squishy. And this is pretty much my normal recipe that I make. The only thing missing is a couple of serrano peppers, and that is because my grocery store didn't have any. A little bit of that. Worcestershire. I'm gonna throw the carrots in and the potatoes in. I got these little tiny potatoes. And the water. Let's get this baby on there. Set that to sealing. Sealing. How do we do this? How do we turn it on? First, turn how to keep things on. Well, it's plugged in. Guys, okay, there we go. Pressure cook. And we're gonna go with 65 minutes. I mean 75 minutes. Oh, you guys don't make fun of me that I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never really used this thing. I think the times we did use it, my husband did it. Oh, wait, no, that's an hour, right? Okay, so an hour and 15. That's what we're going for. And I guess, does it just start by itself? Does it just start? Oh, it just started by itself. Okay, I don't even know if this thing actually works because I just moved it and it went off and on. So I'm a little nervous. Hopefully it cooks my food. If not, we're having sandwiches for dinner. So I will check back with you if something happens, you know, if something goes wrong, if something blows up, if it stops working, if it's totally raw. If it comes out delicious, we're gonna be right back. Which way do we go? Okay. We go this way, right? Oh, not did it under there. It's fine. Just think about where it was steaming to. All right, while that's steaming, I had a little bit of a mishap that I didn't recognize. And in the beginning, when it was like kind of being weird on me, I didn't know what it was. So then at the end, it just totally powered off altogether. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Yeah, so I guess it came unplugged from the backside and I didn't realize that it did that. It came unplugged and the whole thing powered off and there was, I don't know, about 5 minutes left. So I had to restart it and I just put like an extra 10 minutes on it. It's gonna release itself and we can see what the hopefully deliciousness has to show for itself. Well, I opened it and peeked already, but let me see if I can open it again. Maybe I can't. Oh wait, there it goes. All right, ta-ta. It looks delicious. Look at that. I don't know if we can see the meat way down under. Try to pull some up. Look at that. Delicious. Look at that meat. Ooh, yeah, it's just falling apart. Success! My first Instapot by myself. All right, here is my plate. All right, dinner, pot roast from the Instapot. Oh, that, you know, I had lots of mishaps with, but tastes like pot roast. I guess this one's a win. So we'll get to the next dinner and can continue and see how much I like using the Instapot, but pot roast, definitely a win. All right, friends, welcome to night 2 of me trying out some Instapot recipes. And tonight is gonna be my kind of like faux version of a Tuscan chicken. It's just basically a creamy pasta recipe. So I'm gonna start with putting in some gluten-free pasta. So I just have an 8-ounce box of chickpea pasta. And I'm going to go ahead and add 2 cups of some turkey broth. You can use, you know, whatever kind of broth you have on hand, I would assume. I should add some more broth. I think I'd rather have too much liquid than not enough liquid. I think I went with about an extra cup of broth. So we're going to go with 3 cups of broth. This is the sausage that I'm adding in. It is Sabatino's fully cooked smoked mozzarella with artichokes and garlic chicken sausage. So now I have 6 links, 6 of the sausages. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of butter. And we're going to put the lid on that and we're going to pressure cook that for about 4 minutes. I think that is on sealing all the way. We're going to go pressure down to 4, and there we go. Okay, we are all depressurized and I took the lid off, so let's take a look. Let's see. I don't know if you can see in there very good. My lighting's not great, sorry. I need to get better at, oh, I think the pasta's a little stuck to the bottom. So, don't know how, here, let me see if I can stir and hold at the same time. Maybe it would be good to have a cameraman right now. Okay, I'm going to try to scrape this bottom really quick because it kind of stuck to the bottom. Hang on one sec. I'm going to put you down. It's already like creamy looking, but I want to get this stuff off the bottom. Who knows why that happened? Maybe it's because I used the cheesy sausage. So maybe I should not have. Maybe it's because I used gluten-free pasta. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm going to start adding the rest of my ingredients, which I have here 10 ounces. One of these little containers here. I took that and I roasted 10 ounces of tomatoes. So I'm going to put those in. To get it really creamy, I'm going to add in an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. It's very soft. All right, I'll go ahead and add in the rest of my ingredients now. I have a half a teaspoon each salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I have about a half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And I have about a quarter cup of chopped up basil. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on saute so I could start getting this really hot and melty. Also going to add some baby kale. This is what I have on hand right now. It's baby kale. So I'm just going to add a couple of handfuls of baby kale. Let me bring you over here so you can have a look. So I'm going to just do like that. Oh, it's starting to bubble and sizzle, and I got to get this moving and stirring. You can see how, let me move my hand. You can see how cheesy that is right there. So cheesy, right? Okay, I'm going to give this a taste really quick, and then I will serve up my plate when my husband gets home. This just is smelling so good. Mmm. That is so creamy. Mmm. Mmm. Oh yeah. Really good. So creamy and cheesy. So good. All right. It is the next day. After I made all that food and everything last night, we had a couple things we had to do. So we ended up going out to dinner. So I'm having it for lunch today. And I'm trying to, like, I've been really bad at tracking. I know I'm supposed to be tracking my food, but I've been really bad. So I'm trying to use my smaller plates and just putting here. And just like using the center part of the smaller plate to fill up, and just using the center part of the smaller plate to try to keep my portions more in control, because times like this, I've waited a little too long to eat lunch, but I'm starving and I'm going to eat this. And I figured out that I use the gluten-free pasta, which doesn't take as long to cook as regular, so that it came out a little bit mushier, and that's why it looked so thick and creamy. The pasta almost melted right into the sauce, but it still tastes fantastic. All right, we are at day 3 of my Instant Pot cooking series. I am testing out whether or not I truly like using the Instant Pot, and so now day 3, I'm actually kind of starting to fall in love with the fact that there's so many things I could do with it that I didn't, I guess, realize before. So I'm going to throw in a bonus meal today because today is meal prep day. Today I'm going to do a chicken and rice, which I usually do a chicken and rice or chicken and broccoli casserole for them. So now I'm going to do the chicken and rice in the Instant Pot, and I'll serve that with broccoli, pack their lunches for them, and then I'll continue on with the meal prep probably tomorrow. But for today, I thought I'd go ahead and throw in a little bonus Instant Pot meal, and you can see how it comes out, because this one's with rice. And so far, what did I do? I did pasta yesterday, which was kind of like I used the wrong pasta, but whatever. Oh, I made a pot roast, so I did potatoes, pasta. So I'm going to do a rice one, and then for tonight's actual dinner that I was going to do is going to be a creamy meatballs, and my husband asked that I serve that over pasta as well. So this time I'm cooking the pasta separately because he said, please don't put the pasta in there, you're going to overcook it. So let's go ahead and put this together, and then it will be done lickety split. So I've got 2 cups of rice here. I'm just going to pour into the bottom. And I have a couple of pounds of cooked cut up chicken. I'm going to add 2.5 cups of chicken stock. And actually, because I'm splitting the chicken stock with my other meal that I'm going to make, I'm going to actually use 1/2 cup of water. So I have my seasonings here, and I'm going to use some salt and pepper, onion powder. All right, I don't know where I cut off, but you know, I'll put the recipe and everything all in the description. But I love to add a little lemon juice. Just a splash. Of course, you can't have cream of chicken casserole without, or a creamy chicken casserole without your cream of chicken soup. I have made sure that my pot is set to sealing, and now I am going to get it started. We're just going to cook this for 7 minutes. All right, here is the finished casserole. Now we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. All right, I am just gonna add about a cup of cheese or a couple of good handfuls, you know, just in here. Stir this in. I gotta get a little glove here to hold on to this while I'm stirring it, but this is like really amazing looking. I'm gonna have to dump this into just a casserole dish so it could kind of cool down a little bit so I can portion it out for the lunches. Oh my, creamy, cheesy. I mean, man, tastes just like Grandma used to make. Love this recipe. I think this one will be a keeper. And here is the chicken and rice casserole meal prepped with some broccoli. All right, for tonight's actual dinner, my original meal number 3, but now it's number 4. I'm gonna make a creamy meatballs and I'm gonna serve it over some egg noodles. Frozen turkey meatballs here, I'm gonna add in the rest of that chicken stock, so about 2 cups. And I have here a can of cream of mushroom soup. And then for my seasonings that I'm gonna add in, I have here salt, pepper, onion powder, and some allspice. And then lastly, I'm going to add in a little bit of fresh nutmeg. And now I'm going to close it up and cook this. Make sure it's on sealing, not venting. I'm going to cook this for 7 minutes. Oh, how did it know? 7 minutes. There you go. Okay, we'll come back and check on this when it's done. I'm gonna add the pasta. The pasta's done. The meatballs are done. I'm gonna add the sour cream to the meatballs right now. Stir that in. It's not really very thick sauce. I'm gonna add a little bit of this broth though to the pot. I'm gonna add the noodles too. The egg noodles. Slide them in there. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Woo! There's the meatballs. There's the noodles. Here's my plate. I know, I packed it pretty full. I don't care, I'm hungry. Let's try that. Oh my gosh, meatball. Oh my gosh, I can't cut into it. Hello? Are you down there? Everything went black. Are you okay? Alright, I'm gonna eat my food. Whew. So hot. Alright friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Instant Pot meals and me trying it out. I think for now the Instant Pot's going to be a keeper and I'm going to keep using it and experimenting with some different things. All the recipes that I made will be in the description box below. Thank you so much again. I truly appreciate it. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!